Hey everyone, Hellcat607 here. Well, this is definitely going to be a severe departure from my usual videos. Just wanted to talk about, well, this room I'm sitting in. This is just one of those off rooms at my house that I really haven't found a purpose for yet. Well, I did at one point, but that purpose kind of fell through. I used to have my collection of arcade one-up cabinet games down here, but unfortunately, due to tough times right now, I had to sell off the games. I wasn't using them much anyway, so sold them off, used the money for more practical purposes like keeping my car. But I think I figured out what I am going to do with this room. Now, some of my online friends know that I'm currently working on a science fantasy story, just as a pet project. I don't know if anything's going to come of it. But I started wondering, what if I put a piece of my own story down here in my home? I mean, I'm sure a lot of writers have done that over the years. So, since my setting is in sort of medieval times, kind of similar to Middle-earth, just no wizards, no hobbits, no elves, no anything like that nature, but it is going to have a medieval setting, kind of like Skyrim. But first and foremost, I got to figure out any repairs I might have to make. I know my concrete floors do have a few cracks in them, and they need to be fixed. And I got a few design hurdles I need to get over, these ceilings are kind of low to be able to hang any fixtures. So I might have to stick with these, inserted lights, which I got no problem with. But I also need to work around an air vent, which is right above the camera here. But who knows? I might be able to make something of this. First and foremost, got to clean up in here, and sell off a few things that I don't need in order to finance this little project. So yeah, I'd love to hear anyone else who might have done this sort of project or might have any ideas or insights I could use. Please let me know in the comments. First and foremost, better show you what the room currently looks like, even with the mess. Yeah, it is not pretty. I think I can repurpose the bar. And at one point I rented out the house in order to help pay off the mortgage easier, and I made a deal with my former tenant to keep this bar. I'm gonna see what I can do to redo this to make it look more, medieval. Back behind that door, that's the furnace. And just the furnace room. Over there's where the water softener room is. Up there is that vent I just mentioned. Maybe I can do something to hide that. Maybe just paint it up to make it look different. But yeah. And also I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this concrete floor. Again, if anyone has any insight on what I could do towards making, maybe looking like flagstone, or maybe suggest I put tile down, I want to hear comments. I want some insight into what I can do. I do have some bits of furniture that Believe it or not, I found on the side of the road. They're currently up in storage in my garage. I planned on doing something with them prior when I was going to make this into a game room. But I might be able to repurpose them. And I'll show you what I mean if I get to that portion. This project is probably going to be a long ways off because, tough times right now. And I need to be able to save up the money to actually get materials for actually doing this project. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Anybody who has any insights, any tips, any ideas for me, please let me know. And until the next video, whatever that's going to be, this is Hellcat607 signing off.